All right, we are here. I'm sorry. And it's a 7-0 lead right now for Iowa. 7-0 lead for Iowa. Make sure y'all come on in, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. I gotta fix this real quick while we are here. All right, so 7-0 Iowa right now. 7-0 Iowa. All right, here goes South Carolina. Here goes Cardoso. Cardoso's going to get double teamed, goes up, and she will not get a foul called there. So here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to give it off to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to have it. She's going to drive with her left. Goes all the way up. Go with the floater. The floater's no good, and that's going to be out of bounds, and it's going to stay Iowa's ball.
When I was talking to Caitlin, and she was talking about in the second grade, she had on her wish list to play.
All right, let me fix this real quick.
In the second grade, but that's the difference. Yep. They were like, my generation, we didn't have a WNBA.
All right, so here we go.
Like that.
All right, we got a little bit of this right here.
That have been taught how to play the game.
All right, so here goes that. Where's the push off? And another three for Iowa, and that is going to be, they're going to have to call a timeout. It's a 10-0 lead already. It's a 10-0 lead already. And here goes the drop to the basket, goes up, gets the layup. Layup is no good, but Cardoso gets it in. Now South Carolina is off the board. And here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to bring it up. Here's going Caitlin Clark. She's going to go step back for the three. And she gets fouled. And I don't know why they call. Listen, I got a feeling it's going to be biased. It's going to be biased because I'm picking South Carolina to win this game. That's what I'm doing. I'm picking South Carolina to win this game.
It doesn't put you, I mean, she is a generational player, no doubt about it, but she was really hungry to get back to this game. And let's face it, even though they were number
all right, let me see if I can fix my brightness on here.
Yeah, super tough.
And the first foul shot is good.
I mean, they've had challenges the whole year.
Right.
They're battle tested. Absolutely. Well, it's like they have to
And the second foul shot is good for Caitlin Clark. Second foul shot is good.
A limited amount of talent, so you have to play the same way every night. And there's something about that. But also,
and the third foul shot is good. Ladies and gentlemen, and here it comes 13-2. And Iowa's up, and here we go. Gives it off.
And I believe her. She does that.
And here goes the swing. Give it off on the left-hand side. And he goes swing the ball. Goes for the three. And that's a good three there. Good three by South Carolina. And here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to come down and push the ball up, give it to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to drive over to the basket. And it's going to be a layup, and it's going to be good. And right back at it, makes it 15-5. Here comes South Carolina. South Carolina has to give to Cardoso. Here goes the pick. Drives. Looks. Cardoso's going to want it, but no. Gives it and gives it off to Cardoso under the basket. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good. And here goes Caitlin Clark for the three. What the fuck, man? Caitlin Clark with this three. This is ridiculous right now. 18-7. 18-7 right now. All right, so here goes South Carolina. Here we go. Gets it off the top of the key. And they go get the pick, go to drive over to the basket, goes up, gets the layup, and newly fouled. Here goes Cardoso, and Cardoso goes up, gets the rebound. There goes another rebound by South Carolina, gets it, and that's going to be 18-9.
But the confidence that Iowa has right now, and they needed to come out fast like this. And it's just
all right, so here goes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to have a good defense there by South Carolina, but they ain't called no foul there. But here goes Caitlin Clark. Oh, my God, they're going to call another foul for her.
She's money from the line.
Those kill you. It's 3 points. You set up the defense. Those are just. I love the change up in the matchup.
That's not a foul to me. That's not a foul, in my opinion.
IQ is off the charts as well. It's not just her.
That's not a foul to me, but that's my personal opinion on it. But okay.
Part of the reason why she's so the form that she has, when he was coaching her.
First foul shot is good for Caitlin Clark.
He wouldn't let her. You know how you see kids like shuck it up like that. Wouldn't let her. So she never had the bad form that she had to overcome. She always said.
Second foul shot is good.
What's in the Yeti?
This is infused cucumber water. And you know how they do that these days?
Oh, gosh.
And the third foul shot is missed. And that's going to be a rebound for South Carolina, 20-9. Here comes South Carolina. South Carolina's going to have it here. Gives it off to Cardoso. Cardoso has it. And is going to give it off and going to give it off to 13. 13 is going to have it here for South Carolina. And they give it off to her. And here goes the mid-range jump shot. And that shot is no good. It's going to be rebound by Iowa. Here goes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is going to bring it up here. She's going to try to drop, put it between her legs. And gives it off to Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to have it, try to go over the backdoor cut, go with the layup, and the layup is no good. And that's going to be, where's the foul? I'm going to say it's the loose ball foul. Thank you, because Iowa is hacking.
It's such ease. It's like
We missed you yesterday, bruh. I was live for WrestleMania yesterday, so I don't know what you're talking about, Michael Road Dog Reed.
seasons when we played.
I was live for WrestleMania yesterday. I'm sorry. I wasn't doing college basketball because my channel was just not college basketball. I did WrestleMania yesterday, so.
Stay a little. Oh, that feels good. Cheers,
Yes.
Robert.
And to know that Snoop Dogg, that I'm opening for Snoop Dogg.
Can you believe that?
I never thought I would say something like that. Never thought I would. You know, that's when I know I've made it.
GMA hasn't had Snoop on.
All right, so here we go.
Add him on.
Oh, you got him on, okay.
Come on. And I do know how to stand.
He's covering the Olympics.
And here goes South Carolina. They're going to pull for the three. And that three is no good. It's going to be a rebound, offensive rebound by South Carolina. Pull for another three. And it's going to be a foul on the play away from the basketball.
Commentating basketball.
You're asking me.
You gotta get. Hold on, We're gonna get a minute to think about it. Yes. We're gonna go to break. We may or may not.
And we got Snoop Dogg in the building during the commentary of this game.
What's up, Snoop?
So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Come on in and hit that like button. Let's have a good time here. We want to have ourselves a great time. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are definitely here for the South Carolina game. 20-9 so far in this first quarter, which I am really shocked about. But they, like, for me, I feel like they're being biased towards Caitlin Clark. And people can say what they want, but that's just my opinion. I feel like it's mad biased towards Caitlin Clark. And I don't care, because I feel like it should be Connecticut in this national championship and not Iowa. But I digress. I digress. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good in my book. It's all good in my book at the end of the day. But what's up with y'all, man? What's going on? I appreciate the love and the support. Shout out to the 10 people that is watching. So I hope y'all come on in and y'all hit that like button, because we are lit. I will be doing WrestleMania tomorrow. A foul is a foul no matter how much time is on the clock. It's not a foul though. As much as I coach basketball, that was not a foul. It wasn't a foul. I'm sorry to say, it wasn't a foul. Connecticut should be here. And I said what I said, and I stand on business. I stand on business. I said what I said. They did this because they wanted this, and I hope South Carolina comes back in this game and beat them. I'm a Philly native. I'm going for Dawn Staley in South Carolina. I'm a Philly native. Sorry, but not sorry. Y'all can say what y'all want. What's up, Darion? Tell your dad I said happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you. Let's go, freaking Iowa. I'm sorry, I'm a Philly native. Dawn Staley is from my neighborhood. Sorry, I'm going for South Carolina here. I mean, we can agree to disagree. You can pick who you want to pick, but I'm sorry, but I'm going with the Philly native. I'm a Philadelphian. I'm going with the Philly native. I'm going with Dawn Staley. I'm going with South Carolina. But it's all good, though. Listen. I have no issue with it. I have no issue with it, but it's all love, it's all support. All right, let me see if I get the actual telecast. Hold on. Hold on. All right, so here we go. It's 11-20 here, and here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to have to go give up to Caitlin Clark. And there goes Square, who's going to go with her left. Mid-range jump shot goes up and under. And no foul is called there, but good defense by South Carolina. South Carolina's going to push it up. Going to drive over to the basket. And they're going to try to set their set up here. Number 2 has it. And here goes number 12. Number 12 is going to drop to his basket, spins, goes up, gets the floater, and the floater is no good. But there's an offensive rebound for Iowa, and here goes the layup. Layup pump face goes, gets the shot, and the shot is good for South Carolina. All right, so second chance points for South Carolina. That's the reason why they're getting back in this game. 20-13. Here goes the crossover. Here goes Gabbie Marshall. Give it up to 20. Oh, that foul was so late. Get the hell out of here. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Let these girls play ball. Stop calling these fouls. See, let me stop. Because I was going to say something, but let me stop. Because at the end of the day, that was not a foul, but it came after the shot was missed. First foul shot is good.
Fair enough. There is Jason, who has been a part of the Iowa contingent throughout the latter stages of this tournament.
Second foul shot is good. I just don't like the fouls that's being called. The fouls is late after they shoot the ball. All right, so here we go. And here comes South Carolina. Gives it off to 2. 2 comes with the pick. Drives over to the basket. Gets the layup. And the layup is good. Now it's 22-15 with 3:31 left in the first quarter. And they're going to push it right up. And here goes 3. 3 is going to give it off to 20. 20 goes to Martin, which is dropped to the basket. Goes up, gets to Stuelke. And Stuelke goes, almost would have been a travel there. And she pump fakes, gives it back to Stuelke. Stuelke is definitely not going to get around Cardoso. If she does, it'd be surprising. Here goes Martin for the 3. And that 3 is no good. And that's going to be a good defensive rebound by South Carolina. South Carolina pushes it up. And gives it off to Cardoso. Cardoso goes, kicks it back out. Run your set if you're South Carolina. 3 minutes left in this first quarter. And here comes South Carolina on the left wing here. And they want to give it to Cardoso in the box, but they're trying to deny her. Drops to the basket, mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good. And that should have been a foul on Stuelke. There you go. There you go.
Attacking the gaps in the zone, and Malaysia Fulwiley has such great quickness. We've seen it time and again. She got hit on the head there too. How she cups the ball like a running back to protect it as she gets into the paint.
You already have 6 offensive rebounds.
12 points to the paint for South Carolina.
Semifinal last year, which Iowa won.
All right, so here we go. Here goes the inbound. And they give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso has it in his block by Stuelke, but it's going to be out of bounds, and it should be off of Iowa, but that is South Carolina, but it's Iowa's ball.
Stuelke 6'2", Cardoso 6'7".
Cardoso, she got a pump fake in that situation there. She has to pump fake in that situation. Here comes Caitlin Clark on the right wing here. Caitlin Clark is going to have it here on the right wing. She's going to drive all the way with her right hand and deny her the basketball. Go with this. There we go. Good defense there by South Carolina. They're going to push it up. They're going to run the floor here. Here goes South Carolina, puts it up on the left wing, going to kick it back out, and they're going to run their offense again. 2:21 left in this first quarter. Cardoso at the top of the key here. Give it over to Udawale. And the 3 is good for South Carolina. There we go. All right, 9-2 run in the last 2 minutes and 32 seconds, and here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to lose the basketball there. And good steal. And then she gets it back, and here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to have it. with 20 at a reset of the clock. And they're denying the ball from Caitlin Clark. Here goes Gabbie Marshall. Gabbie Marshall is going to pump fake, kicks it out, gives it off to Affolter. And Affolter's going to get it. And that's a block from Cardoso there. And here comes South Carolina. They're going to push the ball up. Good pass upfield. And it's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be off of Iowa. And it will be South Carolina's ball. And the momentum look like they're trying to shift here.
Mylasia Fulwiley has shown what she can do. We've seen the dribble penetration inside there, stepping confidently into the three.
All right, so it's going to be South Carolina's ball with 1:33 left in this first quarter. Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
This season, she said, Mylasia Fulwiley is a generational player, and we have seen why throughout this year. Flashes of never-before-seen finishes in the college game.
And for her to come in this moment and be ready right away, remarkable.
Well, Wiley will get a breather, so will Reagan Johnson.
All right, so Reagan Johnson comes in for a breather. Here goes South Carolina, go with their mid-range jump shot, and that shot is good and down to a 2-point game by Iowa. And South Carolina came right back in this game here. 1:23 left in the first. Here goes Clark. Clark is going to have it here. She got the hand right in her face, drives with the basket, looks, and she's going to drive to the basket here, goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good by Caitlin Clark. Makes it a 4-point game.
And now Marshall nearly comes up with a steal.
And Gabbie Marshall comes up with a steal there. And here comes Iowa with another possession. Gives it off to Martin. Martin is going to have it here and gives it off to 44. 44 gives it back to Martin. Martin goes up and she looks, give it off to Clark. Clark pulls for the three. Three is no good enough to be rebounded by Cardoso. And Cardoso is going to bring it up here. 51 seconds left for South Carolina. 4-point game for Iowa.
24-20, Iowa in front of South Carolina.
And here goes number 5. Number 5 gives it off to 23. 23 is going to take the pick. Now she's going to drive with her left, goes up, and she loses the basketball, and that's another turnover for South Carolina. Here comes Caitlin Clark. Clark is going to bring it up here. She's going to cross, drives with her left, kicks it out, and that's going to be another foul on South Carolina.
And that will be the second personal on Bree Hall in this first quarter. A significant foul.
She has good size and length, and this is what she is doing on Caitlin Clark. Trying to affect her vision. One of the best passers the game has ever seen. Her hand right in Caitlin Clark's face.
All right, so Hall has to sit down because she has 2 fouls so far in this game.
Hall goes to the bench after the second foul.
All right, so here we go. Here goes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to kick it out, give it to Marshall. Marshall gives it back to Clark. Clark's going to pull for the 3. And the 3 is good right in Cardoso's face.
A stunning opening quarter.
7-point game.
18, the most ever in a championship game.
All right, so here comes 25. 25 has it. Here goes South Carolina, pulls for their 3. That 3 is no good, and here goes the rebound by Iowa, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter, man. No, it's not lead Rollerson. It's not. It's not. All right, so we are at the end of the first quarter here, but girls basketball is not. I'm sorry. I'm an advocate for women's basketball. And I'm sorry, it's just completely different. It gets more viewership than the NBA. It gets more viewership than men's college basketball. You're crazy. If you don't think that LSU versus Iowa in the Final Four game that got 12.3 million views, and you think is like watching junior high school games, then you on the wrong channel, bro. You on the wrong channel. Sorry to tell you. You on the wrong channel. But make sure y'all come on in, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But we here. I don't know why everybody going for Iowa. I don't know what's the hate for South Carolina. I don't get it. What's the hate for South Carolina? I would love to know. Everybody want Caitlin Clark to win a national title. But Dawn Staley gonna make adjustments. Watch this. I'm a Philly native, so I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia native. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with the Philadelphia native. Because she's from my neighborhood. That's just me. I mean, I'm entitled to my own opinion. We are on YouTube for a reason, right? We are on YouTube for a reason. Because it don't have nothing to do with race. It don't have nothing to do with race. It definitely don't have nothing to do with race. I let that be known right now. It don't have nothing to do with race. Dawn Staley is from my neighborhood. And she has succeeded, and I'm proud of her in her success. Not taking nothing away from Iowa. It's just that I'm going with the hometown hero. And that's what she is. Dawn Staley's a hometown hero. Sorry, but not sorry. I don't have nothing against Caitlin Clark. I think she's going to be great. I think the hype of her being the greatest basketball player of all time is bogus. That's just me. I feel like it's been so many. I don't think she's people think that she's the greatest women's basketball player of all time, and she haven't even stepped into the WNBA yet. I agree. I agree that she's great, but as far as a GOAT, not yet. Not yet. You got to see how she does when she gets to the WNBA, when she actually gets to the league. I think she's one of the greatest women's college basketball players. One of them. I don't think she is. It don't have nothing to do with race. It don't have nothing to do with race. It don't, Charles. If you got an issue with it, then you can leave my channel too. Goodbye. I don't have nothing to do with race. I'm a Philadelphia native, and that's what Dawn Staley is. Dawn Staley's a Philadelphia native. I'm going to rock with Philly. If Caitlin Clark was from Philadelphia and she went to Iowa, I would feel the same way too. So what are you saying? Don't have nothing to do with race at all.
Bluter, the shot clock's winding down. Caitlin pulls up for a shot, and I see your body language. You're like, no, and then it goes in. How do you have
The only reason why they're getting more views because it's more money involved. They're getting more views because it's better than the men's game right now. It's better than the men's college basketball game right now. I don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all so y'all just so like. Y'all hate the women's game so bad because it's so better than the men's game right now. Y'all hate the women's game because it's so much better. I'm sorry. It is. The men's game is boring right now. The men's game is really boring right now.
I think we got to keep the ball in her hands in order to stop her, because when she gets the ball, it's pretty hard to contain her.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Holly.
Caitlin Clark is a singular offensive force like we have never seen.
That's your opinion. It is my opinion. I said what I said. I stand on business. You don't like it, you can leave the channel. I ain't the one to beg for subscribers. I ain't the one to beg reviews. I do this thing with no people in here. If you don't watch the men's, then why are you talking about the women's then if you don't even watch the men's? Like what? 480 career points in the NCAA tournament. There's a tournament record passed by Shamiqua Holsclaw from Tennessee.
For the most points in NCAA tournament career history.
All right, so 27-20 going into the second quarter here, and we have started the second quarter. All right, here comes Clark. Clark has it at the top of the key here, and she's going to try to get the pick to get some space. Gets double team, go with the floater. Floater's no good. Rebounded by South Carolina. Here comes South Carolina. Going to come off the fast break here, and Cardoso's going to win it in the post. And they're going to give it to her. And she's going to switch it out, go with the mid-range jump shot here, and the shot hits the back of the rim, and that's no good. That's a long rebound for it. And Caitlin Clark gets it, and it's going to be stolen, and it's going to be called a timeout here, or it's going to be, oh, the ball goes to South Carolina, so that is a jump ball there.
Kamilla Cardoso just poking at it.
Those 15-foot shots by the bigs for South Carolina are going to be there. Some of the mid-range pull-ups off the bounce for South Carolina guards are going to be there because Iowa's defense.
All right, so here we go. 25 brings it up for South Carolina. And here goes the right wing. Give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso's going to have it here. Gives it off to Zero. Zero's going to drop to the basket, puts it between her legs, goes up, give it to Five. Five's going to go. Mid-range jump shot. Shot is good.
Tessa Johnson, a fearless freshman, delivering off the bench.
And that's the freshman off of South Carolina, Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson with the shot there. Give it to Clark. Clark is going to have it. She's going to spin, go with the backdoor cut. Give it to 20. 20 has it. And good defense there and good hands by South Carolina. Here goes 25. 25, give it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to have it. Gets the layup. And the layup is good. And that was 24-27 with 8:50 left in the second quarter.
The freshman off the bench for South Carolina, both Johnson and Fulwiley.
All right, so here we go. And they're trying to give the denial of the basketball. Here goes Clark. Clark gets off the 44. What a block by Cardoso. And here comes South Carolina. South Carolina is going to bring it up here. Here goes Johnson. Johnson gets it off the 25. 25 is going to have it here at the top of the key, and they're going to get an ISO to Cardoso. Cardoso is going to back down. Looks, give it off the 25, gives it back to Cardoso. Cardoso is going to look, goes up, gets the layup, and the foul and one for Cardoso there, and she will get three at the line. One at the line.
That's what the Iowa bench wanted, but instead Cardoso can tie it.
Dawn Staley has called Kamilla Cardoso the separator because of how she can change things both on the defensive and offensive ends. Block shot one way, foul called for the and one on the other.
To see O'Grady getting the wrist of Cardoso. 6 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks.
And the three-point play has been completed. Now it's a tie ball game at 27.
See Raven Johnson picking.
Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come into the channel here. And here we go. We got a 7-0 run in the last minute here for South Carolina. Here goes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's going to drop to the basket. It goes up. It gets blocked. It gets it back out and gives it out to number 3. And the 3 is for the 3. And then now it's a 3-point game for Iowa here. And Affolter with the 3 there. So here goes 25. Get off to Cardoso. Cardoso goes, gets it up. Another foul, and she'll get more at the 2.
And it's going to be Caitlin Martin.
And that's going to be Martin with the foul there.
Caitlin Clark has been looking to get inside and penetrate in here. Nice block by Johnson. We've seen this a lot. Caitlin Clark, when a teammate is open, finding them.
30-27 with 7:52 left. Cardoso is at the foul line. And here goes the first foul shot. And that foul shot is no good for Cardoso.
National championship game between Purdue and UConn.
I will be doing the men's game on Monday too. Purdue versus UConn. I will be doing those games too. And the second foul shot for Cardoso is no good. But an offensive rebound, and it gets the 2. And number 20 gets the 2 there. Makes it a 1-point game. 7 offensive rebounds for South Carolina, only 1 for Iowa. Here goes Affolter. And that's going to be a foul away from the basketball here. And that's going to be on Fulwiley here, number 12 for South Carolina.
Puts a lot of pressure on you to make shots, though, Ryan, when the other team, because of offensive boards, is getting so...
The best way to beat Clark is get her in foul trouble.
Well, they already have 9 more field goal attempts in this game.
I don't think so.
Managing that emotionally as well, knowing that they...
I think you got to be physical with her, but I think the refs is not going to allow her to be physical. Purdue's losing by 7 points. I got UConn winning that game, too.
Also looked like she got pushed. No call. Martin takes the pass, now dishes.
And here goes Affolter. Folter's going to have it, give it off to Stuelke, and they just left her wide open they just left Stuelke wide open at the bottom of the basket. Hannah Stuelke. And here comes South Carolina. South Carolina's going to have it here. Give it off to 25. 25's going to have it. Going to drive over to the basket. Goes up. Kicks it out to Fulwiley. Fulwiley pulls for the 3. And the 3 is no good, but there is an offensive rebound for Fulwiley. She gets her own layup, and she misses it. Here goes Cardoso, and Cardoso gets the putback, and that is good.
Another offensive rebound.
Another offensive rebound for South Carolina, and now South Carolina is down 1, 32-31, with 6:58 left in the second.
This is an Iowa team that had 19 fewer field goal attempts against LSU,
and that should have been a push-off. That should have been an offensive foul, but they're not going to call it. So here we go. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to pump fake. She's going to try to dribble. Here goes the pick. She's going to try to get for Stuelke, and the pick does not work. Good defense there.
Raven Johnson, and that will be her first.
And that will be Johnson's first, number 25. But watch the push-off for Caitlin Clark. I'm telling you. Caitlin Clark got to watch with that forearm, too. She's pushing off. She's extending. You see that. You see it right there. She's extended. But here goes the pass. Good pass by Clark to Stuelke.
One at the end, one didn't get it. Dawn Staley also got a warning there from Joe Vasili. She was very upset with that call on.
And here comes South Carolina. And they will give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso is going to have it. Gives it off. Give it to Johnson for the 3. The 3 is no good, and that's good boxing out by Iowa. She's going to get it out with a good pass from Caitlin Clark. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is missed. Rebounded by Fulwiley. And here comes South Carolina. South Carolina is going to bring it up here. She's going to drive over to the basket with the layup, and it's going to be blocked, and it's going to be out of bounds, and it will be South Carolina's ball.
Sadakis applauding the defense.
I like the attack by Mylasia Fulwiley. She often has success doing it this time.
But for Wiley, she got to go up with the right hand. She can't go up with that left hand because that's going to be a block every time. You can't go right and try to lay it up with your left hand. You just can't do that. Here goes Johnson. Tessa Johnson for the three. And that three is good for Tessa Johnson. Tied the ball game at 34 with 9 points and 1 of 3 from the three-point line so far. Here goes Marshall. Marshall gives off to Stuelke. Stuelke is trying to give it off to Clark. Clark's with a corner, and she gives it off to Clark. Clark's going to try to get the pick for Stuelke. Here goes the roll, but here goes Clark. Clark's going to bring it all the way down. She's going to drive with her right, and she's going to... Where's the foul at? You got to be fucking kidding me.
And the third foul on South Carolina.
Yo, they calling everything for Caitlin Clark right now. That is bullshit. That's not a foul. That is not a foul.
A little bit of space, arms not quite out.
You give Caitlin Clark a little bit of contact, and they're gonna call a foul.
South Carolina.
Terrible.
Here's Fulwiley.
And Fulwiley with the foul and one. There you go. They call it travel. Yo, they is trying to rob South Carolina so badly of this game. It's sad how they trying to rob South Carolina out of this game. It's crazy they trying to rob them. It is crazy right now.
Officials have set the tone of what they're calling.
Right.
Here goes Affolter. Affolter has it. And you leave Martin wide open like that, it just doesn't happen. You can't leave Martin wide open like that if you're South Carolina.
South Carolina basketball. How about
South Carolina got to keep their composure. It's a tie ball game. You got to keep your composure.
against South Carolina?
Their bigs need to continue to
5:10 left in this second quarter. 22 rebounds for South Carolina, 12 for Iowa. Here goes Johnson. Johnson's going to have it number 25 for South Carolina. And they're going to give it off to Awala, give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso got to get the layup. That's all day with Cardoso. They have no answer for Cardoso down in there. The first lead of the game for South Carolina, 36-34. And here goes Martin. Martin gives it off to Affolter. Affolter gets the block. Good block by Fulwiley. And here it goes. She's going to drive over to the basket. Drives up, goes up, gets the layup and the layup. No, she can't be fancy with it. She can't be fancy with it. You just got to go straight up and get the foul. But here goes Clark. Clark's going to drive with her right. Goes up, gets the layup. And no layup there, but gets the offensive rebound by Iowa. Iowa gets it. Marshall's going to have it on the left wing. Give it off to Stuelke. Stuelke's going to have it here.
10-0 lead in the first.
And Stuelke give it off to Affolter. Affolter's going to have it, go get the pick. Drives all the way, pick and roll, goes up. In the foul, and one to Stuelke.
That's the foul. It'll be number 2 on Hawkins, and a chance for 3.
And a chance for a three-point play here.
How about the back-and-forth action here in this national championship game?
We could not have asked for more. These two teams have come to play.
These teams had came to play, y'all. These teams had came to play, ladies and gentlemen. These teams had came to play. But I'll be right back, y'all. I got to get me a bottle of water. I'll be right back. What a game. What a game. What a game so far. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We got a great game on our hands, man. I'm sorry. We got a great game on our hands. We really, really do. Damn, it's hot. It is hot. It's a beautiful day on this Sunday. How y'all feeling today, though? How y'all feeling today? How y'all feeling today, though? How y'all feeling? Touch. Yes, it is. It's the truth. You can't be physical with Caitlin Clark, and it's showing. You can't be physical with Caitlin Clark because if you get physical with her, they want to call the foul every time. So now you're gonna have to play straight up defense. Because they trying to take the physicality out the game. That's just my opinion. Hold on, let me go get a paper towel. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. My green screen came down. Everything is just happening at once right now. Everything's happening at once. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You can see the bench delivering so far today. 20 points off it already in this first half.
And a luxury for Dawn, but also for those players. Yes, everyone loves to start, but in this big moment, to get a few minutes under your belt, watching your teammates do their thing, and then just come in and do what you do.
All right, so we're back in it's a 1-point game for Iowa Hawkeyes here. 1-point game. All right, so here we go. Here goes 25 with the top of the key for South Carolina. Cardoso gets the double team, kicks it back out, pulls for the three, and that three is no good, but an offensive rebound for South Carolina. She goes up, 21 for the layup, and she gets fouled, and she'll get 2 at the line.
Well, for Chloe hits at the line, that is a critical foul because it's number 2 on Sydney Affolter.
And that's Kitts that's going to the line for 2.
It's harder to box out in his zone, but I always had a hard time corralling the defensive board no matter what defense they're in. They're just giving up so much size inside.
So you have 2 on Affolter, 2 on Watkins, 2 on Hall.
And the first foul shot for Kitts is good, makes it a tie ball game.
April 15th on ESPN. Coverage begins with WNBA Countdown at 7 Eastern. Then at 7:30, it's the 2024 WNBA Draft Live.
And the second foul shot is missed. And it's going to be over the back by Cardoso, and it will be Iowa's ball.
It's called for the over the back, and it's significant because Iowa is in the bonus. First foul on Cardoso. Dawn Staley in disagreement.
She got a number of offensive boards.
All right, so here goes the foul, and then like Stuelke is going to go to the foul line for 2 here, tied at 37 with 3:51 left in this first half. And here goes the first foul shot, and that one is good, makes it a 1-point game.
Expected to be the first pick to the Indiana Fever. Kamilla Cardoso would go as early as 2. Certainly you don't feel like she's going to.
And the second foul shot is good.
In the draft, here's the WNBA mock. That is Monday.
All right, the mock draft is Caitlin Clark, Cameron Brink, Renika Jackson, Cardoso, and Aaliyah Edwards is the top 5 in the mock draft. Cardoso with the drop step in the layup, and it's no good. Rebounded by Kitts. Kitts is stolen by Iowa. Iowa is going to bring it up, and here comes Martin. I think that's Kate Martin. Kate Martin's going to give it off to Marshall. Marshall gives it off to Clark. Clark's going to have it. She's going to drive it to the right and stop her from driving to the basket, bring it back outside. Goes with a good pass here, kicks it out, goes with the floater, and the floater is good by Kate Martin. 41-37, 3:14 left in the second.
In this final 4.
All right, the play is being called here. Give it off of Guadalupe and give it off to Kitts. Kitts gets it off, throws it off to Cardoso. Cardoso gets it. That's going to be a steal, and that's going to be a foul on Tessa Johnson.
And now Fuelbach will go to the line. And that is number 2 on Tessa Johnson. So South Carolina.
Yeah, they're putting South Carolina in bad spaces right now.
With Johnson, Watkins, and Hall, all with 2 personals.
Last two possessions, Iowa's been in a tandem 2-3, and they've been able to get stops out of it both times. Lisa Bluter, a coach who will change up her defenses regularly in a team that's...
Make sure y'all come on in, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel. We really do appreciate y'all coming in and tuning in to this game here. 41-37, and that's been the biggest stat of this whole game is the foul shooting. And here comes Martin. Martin get off to Stuelke. Stuelke's going to drive to the basket. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is no good. And it's rebounded by Kitts. Here comes South Carolina. South Carolina's going to bring it up here. And they're going to run their offense with 2:39 left in the second quarter. Here goes the right wing. Give it up to Kitts. Kitts going to give it off. Gives it off to their big girl. Give it up to Zero. Zero's going to drive. Kicks it off to Wale. Gives it off to Johnson. Johnson for the three. Three is no good, but that's a long rebound. And here comes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is going to look, get the pass for Stuelke. Stuelke is going to go up, and that's going to be good defense there by South Carolina. And that's going to be no points for Iowa, and they're going to bring it up. And she's going to drive over to the basket, goes up, kicks it out, and pulls for the three. That three is good for South Carolina. It makes it a 1-point game for Iowa here. There goes Clark. Clark is on the right wing here, and they're going to try to look. She might pull, y'all. Just watch it. And she's going to step back, pulls for the three, and that should have been an offensive foul, but that's going to be Caitlin Clark with the step back three there. And here goes South Carolina down 4. Here goes Zero. Zero's going to have it. Give it off to Udawale. Udawale give it off to Kitts. Kitts give it off to the big, give it off. And that's going to go. Gets the layup. And the layup is good for number 30. Sanaya Fagan, number 6 here. Good defense there by South Carolina. And here we go. Give it up to Kitts. Kitts going to drive to the basket. Goes up, gets the layup. And the layup is good. And it's tied at 44. Tied at 44. Chloe Pitts, 5 points, 2 for 4 at the field goal line. Here goes Martin. Martin gives it off to Clark. Clark is going to have it on the right wing here, and she's going to look. She's going to cross. She's going to cross again. Good defense there. She's going to drop to the basket. Go pump fake, gets the layup, and it's blocked from behind. And that's going to be a jump ball between South Carolina and Iowa. 1 minute left in this game. 1 minute left into the first half is over.
Here the screen comes, forcing right. Yeah, the screen's there, goes left, steps back, just creates the space she needs.
This is what we wanted.
Step aside, South Carolina takes a timeout. Todd?
This is what we wanted, y'all. This is the type of national championship that we wanted. But I ain't gonna lie, that definitely wasn't an offensive foul, but hey, it's just a missed call. That's all that is. But hey, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. We have ourselves a beautiful game here. Shout out to the 35 people in the chat. We really appreciate y'all for tuning in to a great national title game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. We doing WrestleMania tonight. WrestleMania. Hopefully y'all come back for that. Hopefully y'all come back for that for nights 2 live stream. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a fun play-by-play. It's going to be a fun one. But shout out to everybody here, man. Shout out to everybody here. We appreciate it. You doing it at your cousin's house? Yes, I'm doing it at my cousin's house again. I'm doing it at my cousin's house again in Delaware. Yeah, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna do the national championship tomorrow too. Purdue and UConn. So we'll definitely have that. But make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We really do appreciate y'all. WrestleMania is tonight at 7 o'clock, and we got 1 minute left in this first half. Like I said, I appreciate everyone coming in. I really do. All right, we need 2 more subscribers. 2 more subscribers to get to that 3.12. We need 2 more subscribers to get to that 3.12. Shout out to y'all, man. But this is the type of national championship that we wanted, though. I saw my dog. What's going on, Ronald? Thank you for subscribing, Ronald. I appreciate you. Make sure you come back for WrestleMania tonight. We doing WrestleMania, baby. We doing WrestleMania. You know, we doing it. We doing it for who's gonna win. Coming up is going to be the halftime report. You know, Aaliyah Boston, the former South Carolina Gamecock, she's here to watch the game, but she's going to be on the set link to watch the game. Please, I don't have the link. So I'm giving y'all the play-by-play. I don't have the link. I'm sorry.
I hope our viewers at home were smart enough to wear a quarter zip with a pouch for their snacks.
Stuelke is so cool. Yeah, she's a very humble person. Very, very humble player.
They have been incredible. Elle, Drea, Janae, Coach Peck, Aaliyah.
All right, so here we go. 1 minute left in this second. 1 minute left in this second quarter. Tied at 44, and Iowa's going to inbound the ball. Give it out to Stuelke. Stuelke give it out to Clark. Clark is going to have it here. Gives it back to Stuelke. Stuelke gives it off to Martin. Martin goes up for the layup, and the layup is good.
Out of the inbound and the timeout.
Good play call by the timeout here. And here comes South Carolina. South Carolina's going to bring it up, and here comes number 0. Number 0 is going to have it here, and so we'll give it off to number 12. 12 is going to try to get the pick from Pitts. Try to go baseline, did not go. Splits the defenders, goes up, gets the layup, gives the pass, and the pass is no good, but Pitts gets it back. And Pitts gets another offensive rebound for South Carolina with 27 seconds left. Pull for the 3, and that 3 is good by number 0. Pow. That's Pow. Tahina Pow with 9 points. 3 of 3 from the three-point line. 1 point game for South Carolina. Clark's going to try to get the last shot here with 10 seconds left. It is stolen by South Carolina. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good. It's a 3-point game for South Carolina to end the half. It goes to Stuelke. Stuelke's going to try to give it up to Clark. Clark give it up to Martin. Martin's going to have it. That's good defense to get it off, and that will be halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a 3-point game going into the half.
With a steal of the score, and South Carolina takes its largest lead of the game.
And South Carolina takes the largest lead of the game so far here. But wow, we have ourselves a national championship. This is for all the marbles. A lot of these players, this is their last game in college basketball because they're going to go to the pros. This is going to be, this is great, man. This is just great basketball.
The game has been offensive rebounding, whether it's you.
This has been great basketball right now. Just got to play better basketball, but hey, we're going into our halftime show.
You can move your seat on the bench so you can help me.
All right, we're going to have our halftime show real quickly, man. Thank y'all for tuning in to the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. We greatly appreciate everybody being here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. We really do appreciate y'all coming in. Shout out to the 30 viewers that is in the chat. And this is your first time ever being at the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. We highly suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get the latest news in all sports news. And we will be doing National Championship tomorrow. We'll be doing WrestleMania tonight. And we will have a whole stream schedule coming up for you this upcoming week. So you don't want to miss it. And we have made it to our 3.12. They'll get the 3.13 by the end of the day. Hopefully we could get that and have some fun tonight. But let's get into the box score, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the box score. And we're going to get into it here because this box score has been crazy. But first we're going to go with the team stats. No, we're going to go with box score. Go a little bit of the box score here. Now, Iowa came out to a fast start. It was like 18 or like 7 or something of that nature. But Iowa scored 27 points in that first quarter and scored 19 in the second quarter. So the first quarter was 27-20. Iowa won the first quarter. The second quarter, South Carolina scored 29 and Iowa scored 19. South Carolina won the second quarter going into the half and they're up 3. Now let's go into the box score real quickly. Now Stuelke has 9 points. We have Affolter with 5 points. Caitlin Clark has 21 in the first half, 6 of 14 for shooting, 4 of 6 from the three-point line. You have Gabbie Marshall with no points. I think that's really critical that Gabbie Marshall has to get on the board and get something going to help this team out. Caitlin Clark can't be the only one doing everything on her own. It's only her and Kate Martin is the only two in double figures for Iowa Hawkeyes. Now Iowa is shooting 15 of 33 from the field, which is 45.5%. They're doing excellent at the three-point line. They're doing fantastic at the three-point line. 6 of 10, that's 60% for the three-point line. Now for Iowa, they are shooting 90.9% from the free throw line. They are 10 of 11 in that first half. They have 18 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 5 turnovers, and 6 personal fouls, and they have 46 points in total of the first half. Now for South Carolina, now I have to say this about South Carolina. You got to get out of foul trouble. You know coming in, they're going to cater to Caitlin Clark. I had nothing against Caitlin Clark, but they're going to cater to her because she's a big name. South Carolina, you are a big team. You're one of the deepest teams in the tournament. So for me, you have to be smart with your fouls because you had 10 fouls in the first half of that game as a team. And y'all got into foul trouble where they started to shoot foul shots. So you're going to have to play better because you started off slow and now you're up 3 at the half. So for Kits has 5 for South Carolina. Cardoso is 5 of 10 from the field, and she has 11 points and 7 boards for Cardoso. And then you have Hall. Hall has nothing. Hall has to get going if they want to get back in this game. Hall's going to have to do something if she wants to get back in this game. You have Johnson. Johnson is 1 of 4, and she's 1 of 2 from the three-point line with only 2 points. Now, Tahina Powell has been very, very clutch for South Carolina. It has 9 points. So, but you have to give South Carolina's bench a lot of credit. You have to give South Carolina's bench a lot of credit because you have Watkins has 2 personal fouls, but she has been helping on the rebounding. You have Fegan coming off the bench with 6. You have Fawali coming off the bench with 7, and you have Johnson coming off the bench with 9. Now for South Carolina, they are 21 of 45 from the field, and they're only 46.7%. They're 5-11 from the three-point line. That's 45.5% for South Carolina. They have to get to the foul line more. They only went to the foul line 7 times. 7 times. They're only 40% from the free throw line. But they have 27 rebounds in the first half with 12 assists, 5 steals, 6 blocks, 4 turnovers, 10 personal fouls. What's going on, Jonelle? What's up, Jonelle? But they gotta stop with the foul trouble. That's one thing for South Carolina. They have to stop with the foul trouble. But Kamilla Cardoso, she's playing great basketball, but she's going to need help down at the block. I'm doing well, Jonelle. I'm doing pretty well. Thank you. I appreciate it. But we have a 46-49 halftime. I will be back at the halftime. So I'll see y'all in the third quarter, man. It's the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will be back. I will be back for the second half. All right, we're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with this game. Make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
One who can hit three-point shots, Mylasia Fulwiley draws defenders. Tahina Powpow, the transfer, 3 of 3 from deep in that first half, and then the freshman also getting in on it. 5 of 11 from 3 with South Carolina.
All right, so get it. Let's get it here. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
South Carolina 12.
It's about that time. It's about that time.
Points and a plus 22 in bench points. Iowa did lead for most of the half, but the Gamecocks.
All right, so this is the second half here.
Dominant team in
Second half. Here we go.
far and away the best.
You are 1/2 away or naming your national champions of women's college basketball.
As we send things over to Holly Rowe.
Checking with Iowa coach Lisa Blue.
In the season for South Carolina, they are plus 510 in differential in the second half.
Positioning, they
That's first in D1 division.
She talked to them about having their back stronger, straight up and down, get those fouls called a little bit more if you're in the right position. Just before they took it.
All right, so South Carolina is going to start the ball with the second half, ladies and gentlemen.
Minutes, big smiles from everybody. Just got to find a way to get on that glass.
All right, so here we go.
Steal for
And here comes,
the end of that
here
second.
comes Johnson. Johnson, number 25, is going to look. He's going to try to get the pick here. Go with the mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good, and that's going to be a defensive rebound for Iowa. Iowa's going to bring it up, and here comes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark has, 21 in this, 21 in the first half. And here comes Marshall. I think that's Marshall, if I'm not mistaken.
Looking to shoot.
Give it up to Clark. Clark pulls for the three. Three is no good. Hits the front of the rim, and that's going to be a defensive rebound for South Carolina. Here comes Johnson. Johnson is going to bring it up here. Johnson is going to have it. Going to give it off to Powpow. Powpow gets the pick from Pitts. Give it off to Pitts. Pitts drives to the basket. Goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is good for Pitts.
A 5-point edge for the game.
And a 5-point game and 7 points for Chloe Pitts there. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to get the pick here, and she's going to give it off to Marshall. Marshall has it right here, top of the key. Give it off to Stuelke. Stuelke is going to have it. Gives it off to Martin. Martin's going to come off the pick. Mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good. It is rebounded by Johnson from South Carolina. Here comes South Carolina. South Carolina is going to have it here. Comes off the right wing and give it off to Pitts. Pitts is going to have it here. She's going to look mid-range jump shot for her. And Chloe Pitts with the mid-range jump shot. That is good. 53 to 46 here with 8:36 left. Here goes the three for Affolter, and Affolter comes down, and her three is no good. Rebounded by South Carolina.
Here for Iowa and an opportunity for South Carolina to blow this open.
Here goes South Carolina. They're going to run their offense here. Here goes Johnson. Johnson's trying to set up everybody where they need to be. Give it off to Pitts. Pitts gives it off to Cardoso. Cardoso is going to have it, and will give it off to Powpow. Powpow is going to get the pick here from Pitts. Gives it off with the mid-range jump shot. And the shot is good from Tahina Powpow. And it's 55 to 46 here. Gets it all the way down, and that's going to be it. Kicks it out, and that's going to give it off to Marshall. Marshall's going to have it, and that's going to be a timeout called.
Marshall's 3 will not count.
And the three-pointer would not count here. And timeout Iowa. And South Carolina came out on all cylinders there, playing their pace of basketball. Playing their pace of basketball. And that's going to be a timeout from Iowa. But thank you for tuning into the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. We greatly appreciate everybody being here for the national championship. We are here for it, and that's going to be, South Carolina up right now, 55 to 46. So make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate everybody being here. Shout out to the 33 people that's watching. Can we get 10 more likes to have 33 likes? Because we have 22 likes right now. Can we do that? But how's everybody feeling today? How's everybody feeling today? For some reason, I don't know why it's so hot in this room. It's mad hot in this room, but it's crazy though. But it's okay. Well, we had a timeout right now. But yeah, we got the 30 people that's in the chat. But we got ourselves a game here, man. We got ourselves a beautiful, beautiful game here. I don't know where Goon's at. Oh, let me share this real quick. Pow pow, let's go. What's going on, Key? I know, Key, are you doing the game? Are you even doing the game, or are you about to head down to WrestleMania? Make sure y'all go to subscribe to Key in the building too, y'all. Make sure y'all go over here and subscribe to Key in the building. Let's try to get her to 1,000 subscribers. Oh, you in the parking lot? Oh, okay. She in the parking lot, but make sure y'all go subscribe to Key in the building. She do all Philadelphia sports, but she do follow college football, college basketball. She follow it all. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. Yes, she's at 620, y'all. She's at 620. We need her to get at 1,000 subscribers. We need her to get at 1,000 subscribers. So please go over there and support her. In 2021, South Carolina lost to Stanford. In 2022, they won the national championship, and then they lost in 2023 to Iowa. But
as we send things over to Hollywood.
Well, how does Iowa respond to this South Carolina run right now? In their last time out, Caitlin Clark clapping her hands, big smile. We're good, we're good. Lisa Bluter reiterating the importance of putting...
all right, so here we go, and here comes the inbounds play, and here comes Iowa. Iowa drops, goes up, gives off to Stuelke. Stuelke gives out wide open for the three-point shot, and that three is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Cardoso. Cardoso is going to bring it up. Pow Pow is going to bring it up here and give it off to Johnson. Johnson is going to have it. Johnson has it on the right wing. Give it off to Pow Pow. And Pow Pow's going to hand it off to, I guess that's 23. Gives it back to Pow Pow. Pow Pow has it, gives and overthrows it for Cardoso, and that's a turnover. Turnover for South Carolina with 7:31 left in this third quarter.
The Post learning the nuances of 6'7" Kamilla Cardoso and has relied on Raven Johnson a lot for that, who played with Kamilla.
All right, so here we go. And here comes Iowa. Martin is going to have it on the right wing here. Give it up to Clark. And Clark's going to have, oh, that's hard. I'm sorry. That's hard for South Carolina. Pump fake goes up, gets it, and the layup is good by Caitlin Clark. Good floater there, and here comes Hall. Hall's going to give it off and brings it back to Johnson. Johnson has it. Johnson will give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso goes and gets it, and she'll get fouled, and she'll get two at the line.
Free throws here for Kamilla.
And there'll be free throws here for Cardoso. So make sure y'all come on in and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
ESPN2 for more information. Go to NCAA.com, your home for all 90 NCAA championships.
Back-to-back possessions that illustrated your point perfectly. Pow Pow throws it out of bounds, trying to get it into Cardoso. Johnson, perfect.
And here go the first foul shot for Cardoso, and that foul shot is no good.
Chemistry with Kamilla Cardoso and Raven Johnson. Camilla's a
Cardoso, just take a deep breath and take your foul shots. You gotta do it that way.
school in Tennessee. She didn't speak a word of English, and Raven was one of the friends that helped her.
And missed the second one, missed both free throws for Cardoso. And what a good pass by Caitlin Clark to Stuelke, and it's going to be out of bounds, but good defense there by Pow Pow to kick it out and not give up an easy layup.
The way she leads her teammates in full speed with perfectly placed passes.
All right, here goes the inbound. Here goes Clark. Clark comes off the pick. She's going to step back. She's going to pull for the three, and the three is no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Chloe Pitts. And Chloe's going to bring it up and give it up to Johnson. Johnson is going to have it here for South Carolina. And here goes South Carolina. Give it up to Pitts. Pitts is going to have it. She's going to drop to the basket. Goes up. Gets it with the foul. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Chloe Pitts. And that's good defense by Iowa there. And that's 2 on Chloe Pitts as well.
Rating in Affolter for Iowa. And now 2 on Kitts.
I don't know about that being.
For South Carolina.
It certainly did look like she initiated the contact and the defense was there.
And here goes Martin. Martin's going to look. She's going to drive to the basket. And she's going to try to look. She's going to bring it back out. And go give it off to Clark. Clark's going to have a drive with her right. Gives it out to Marshall. Marshall for the corner three. And that three is good for Gabbie Marshall. Here goes Johnson. Johnson is going to have it. She's going to give it up to Hall. Hall's going to go with the shot. And what a bounce back shot and a clutch shot there by Hall on the South Carolina team. 57-51 with 5:55 left in his third quarter. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to drive all the way. It looks. And she's going to go up. Goes up. Gets it in. The layup is missing. It's rebound by Cardoso. And here goes Hall. Hall's going to bring it up and give it back to Johnson. Johnson is going to have it on the left wing here.
Clark 7 of 18 from the floor now.
Johnson's going to have it. She'll get a little quick pick here.
After a blistering
and gives it off to Hall. Hall's going to look. Gives it back to Johnson. Johnson give it to Pow. Pow looks. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson for the three. And the three is no good. And that's going to be a rebound by Clark. Clark is going to have it. She's going to try to go coast to coast here. But no. She's going to look for the pass. Going down the line. It's Stuelke for the layup. And that is good. That's a good pass by Caitlin Clark. 53-57. Hannah Stuelke 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field. And here goes Johnson. Johnson get off the Pow. Pow has it. Give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso give it off the Piss, and that's a bad pass there. And that's going to be.
Hell ball here. Possession arrow belongs to Iowa.
And the possession belongs to Iowa on the jump ball.
Iowa, nice response here after the strong start this third from South Carolina.
All right, another time, like going to be another TV timeout here.
With an assist from Clark. Gabbie Marshall.
And you got to watch out for the one thing about Caitlin Clark. If you want to stop her from scoring, she's going to get everybody else involved. So that's the one thing you have to do. You have to watch out for. You have to watch out for that. And I'm just being completely honest with you. I'm just being completely honest. You got to really watch out for that. Shout out to the 53 in the chat, the 55 in the chat. We really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. We already at 3,100. We're trying to get to 3,500. Let's hit that like button with the 53 people in the chat. We really appreciate it. I just got off and I'm in here. What's going on, Tom Kobe? Tom Kobe, what's goody? What's goody? What's up, my guy? What's going on? It's been a good game so far. It's been a great game so far. Doing the national championship tomorrow. We're going to do more NBA games. Yeah, I missed the first half of the game. I'm pissed. Yeah, man, listen, it was a very physical game in the first half. Very physical game in the first half, but hey, they're still getting it in. People, like, both teams are going on runs. You know what I'm saying? Both teams are going on runs. But shout out to the 67 in the chat. We got 67 in the chat. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Shout out to the 66 that's in the chat. We appreciate it. Who y'all got winning this game? Put in the chat to see who y'all got winning this game. Put it in the chat. Hashtag Iowa or hashtag South Carolina. Matter of fact, no, hashtag Hawkeyes or hashtag Gamecocks. Who y'all got winning this game? Just let you know, I will be live for WrestleMania as well, for night 2 of WrestleMania, so y'all don't want to miss that. All right, so what's at stake?
With 3 national titles.
This will be the 10th undefeated national championship, a fifth program with 3 national titles, and a second championship in the last 3 seasons when it comes to South Carolina.
In women's college basketball over the last 7-8 years, and Dawn Staley trying to become just the 5th coach to win 3 titles.
This stretch here, my eyes are on Ashlyn Watkins. She only played 3 minutes in that.
All right, so here we go. Iowa's going to bring it up. Is going to give it off to Affolter. Affolter is going to look for the double team here. Get it off to Clark. Clark's going to look. She's going to drive with her left. Goes up, spins to her right. Gets the layup. And the layup is good by Caitlin Clark. And it's a 2-point game for South Carolina. Here goes Johnson. Johnson is going to bring it up here. Top of the key. They're going to try to run their offensive set. Here goes Johnson. Johnson is going to have it. And she's going to try to push it here. And gives it off to Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson throws it out, and she throws it up and pulls for the 3. And that 3 is no good, but it's a rebound and gets the putback, and the putback is good by number 2.
That is what she does.
And they're going to bring it back down and gets it for the layup, and the layup is no good for Stuelke.
Clark put it right in Stuelke's lap, but she was
And Stuelke was not able to make the foul, make the 2-point steer. The good rebound by South Carolina, and here comes Johnson. And Johnson's going to get the pick from Tessa Johnson. Gives it back to Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson for the 3. And that 3 is good for Tessa Johnson.
freshman again delivering off the bench.
62 to 55. And here comes Caitlin Clark. Good defense there, but here she goes. She gets it back. Gives it off to Stuelke. Stuelke gives it for Marshall. Marshall pulls for her 3. That is no good. And that's going to be a defensive rebound by Tessa Johnson in South Carolina.
Hand on the rebound.
She certainly
And here comes South Carolina.
for her team.
Big swing.
And they're going to try to run their offense here. Give it up to number 2. Number 2 is going to have it here. And that's going to be a bad pass by number 2. Stolen by Gabbie Marshall. And here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to give it up to Kate Martin. Kate Martin's going to have it. Give it up to Clark. Clark pulls for the 3. And the 3 hits the back of the rim. That is no good. Rebounded by Tessa Johnson.
Rebound, Clark. Now 4 of 9 from deep in this game.
But she recognized that she had Watkins on her and wanted to.
I'm not going here long. I'm going to the Pacers and Heat game, but I'm going to go watch tomorrow the rest of the week. What's your stream schedule for this week? I will put it out because I have some other family events that I have to go through because it's my dad's birthday week. So I got to let you know about that. But here goes the 3 for South Carolina, and that 3 is good. And that's a 10-point lead now for South Carolina. Gives it off to Iowa. Iowa goes against the Affolter. Affolter no good, but it's going to be a jump ball here. And South Carolina has come out and stormed out of that timeout from Iowa. And that is Hall for a clutch 3 there. While it doesn't matter to me, I want Iowa in memory of the former principal who was from there. Although I would not be upset if Dawn Staley won number 3. I'm going for Dawn Staley because she's a Philly native. I love Dawn Staley, man. She's from my neighborhood. She's from my neighborhood. 8-0 run in the last 2 minutes for South Carolina, 65-55. And they're going to keep running their offense. 2:11 left in this third. Here goes Tessa Johnson. Puts it behind her back. She's going to look. Gives it off to Johnson. The other Johnson. Johnson has it, goes up, gets the floater. Floater's no good. It is going to be off of South Carolina, and it's going to be Iowa's ball.
To Iowa. They coming in May on ABC and ESPN Plus is the premiere of Full Court Press.
Shout out to the 90 in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel too, man. Let's get the 3.13. Let's get the 3.13, ladies and gentlemen. 3.13. All right, so here we go. Here goes Gabbie Marshall. Marshall's going to give it off to Affolter. Affolter at the top of the key for Iowa and going to give it off to Martin. Martin, good block there by number 2, but Martin gets it back. Goes up, gets the left, and she'll get fouled, and she'll get 2 at the line.
That will be number 3 on Ashlyn Watkins.
And that'll be number 3 on Ashley Watkins there. Ashlyn Watkins with number 3. 2 points and 3 fouls.
Kamilla Cardoso isn't on the floor, but Watkins may not be 6'7", but she can certainly elevate and block shots.
LOL, you're pretty good at game calling, brother. Thank you, Michael Ellis. I appreciate it. I just try to get better with it every time. I try to get better with it every time I can. Every time I do a play-by-play, I want to make sure I'm doing good. But here goes the foul line here for Martin, and her first foul shot is good. 1:42 left in this third quarter, and Kate Martin has 12 points, and she's 3 for 3 from the free throw line.
the most efficient offensive team playing the most.
Thank you, Tom Colby. I appreciate that, brother.
National champion.
I appreciate that. All right, so 57-65, 140 counting left in this third quarter. Here goes Johnson. Johnson's going to bring it up for South Carolina. She's going to get it on the left wing here. Give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso goes, spins to her right. She loses the basketball. Good defense there by Iowa, and Affolter with the rebound. Affolter is going to bring it up and give it off to Martin. Martin's going to drive with her right, goes up, fadeaway jump shot, and that shot's no good. And that's going to be a rebound by South Carolina here. Here goes Vizawale. She's going to push it up here. Give it off to Tessa Johnson for the three. And that three is good by Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson with 15 points and 3 of 5 from the three-point line. And a timeout has been called. Timeout has been called by Iowa, 57-68. This third quarter has been a turnaround for South Carolina. Oh, what a heck of a timeout. Way to get the rebound and push the ball up.
Dangerous in transition, and how about the
South Carolina is really good in transition here. They really are.
love it. Point to the one.
And the freshman Tessa Johnson with 15 points.
Tessa Johnson, I was talking to her dad,
Man,
Mom Danielle, yesterday. They were telling me that she has two older sisters that were both basketball players. One played at Iowa State, and one of them was in 4th grade, and they were shorter players. So they called down and got Tessa to come and play. She was just in 2nd grade, 2 years older, and at that age, 2 years as a
Tessa Johnson, 6'1" freshman out of Albertville, Minnesota.
confident,
That's where she's from.
exuberant, and brilliant personality, and it's just carrying over right now. She is super confident tonight.
Well, she does, Holly. She lights up the.
All right, so here we go. And here goes the inbound. Here goes Kate Martin. Kate Martin's going to have it, but Iowa has not had a field goal in the last 3 minutes and 44 seconds in counting. And here comes Affolter. Affolter is going to have it here, and they're going to try to drop to the basket. She does, and she gives it off to 44. 44 gives back to Affolter, and she gets the layup, and the field goal is good. 47 seconds left in this third quarter, 68-59. Sydney Affolter with 7 points, and 3 of 7 from the field. All right, here goes Johnson. Johnson's going to give it off to, try to give it off to Cardoso. Here goes the pick. She looks, and they got to get the ball off before the 3 seconds in the lane. She gets it out, and that was 3 seconds in the lane. You got to get out the lane.
For a final shot at the end of this third.
When you're in the post, if you catch it and immediately
You have to get out the lane. You can't stay in the lane that long. That's why it's 9 turnovers for South Carolina and 6 for Iowa. 26 seconds left in this third quarter. And here goes Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is going to have it here. And she's going to try to hold it for the last shot.
So at the end of the
68-59. South Carolina is up.
hit the pocket of Clark and laid it in to end that.
And here goes Johnson. Johnson is going to have it. She's going to get the pick from 44. Here goes Caitlin Clark. She pulls back for the 3. And the 3 is no good. And that's going to be a rebound. And that's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to stay Iowa's ball with 1/10 of a second left.
On the shot clock. Would have to be a tip. You cannot catch and shoot with 2/10 of a second.
2/10 of a second here.
Clark.
Here goes the inbound. And the shot is no good. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. We are 1 quarter away of who's going to win the national title. Will it be South Carolina? Will it be Iowa? We are here, right now with this game. Thank y'all for coming in. Shout out to the 102 that's here. Shout out to the 97 that's in the chat for this game. We really do appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel for all the live play-by-plays for NBA, men's college basketball, WNBA, women's college basketball, college football, MLB. You name it, we do it right here on the Darion Hopkins Show, man. We are in the building. We are in the building, and this has been a great game. This has been a great game. But that third quarter, South Carolina has outscored Iowa 19-13. So South Carolina wins the third quarter. But who wins the fourth quarter? That's the question. Who wins the fourth quarter? Who wants it more? Who wants it more, ladies and gentlemen? All y'all gotta do is subscribe and turn them notification bells on. We will be back live. We will be back live at 7 o'clock for WrestleMania. So we definitely want y'all to come in the building. We definitely want y'all to show up for WrestleMania tonight. We definitely would love for y'all to come up. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to y'all, man. There's no way we should have more than so. How many likes we got? We got 33 likes for 94 people in here. Hit that like button to help the algorithm. Hit that like button to help the algorithm. Let's go. On a beautiful Sunday, it's so nice outside. Beautiful Sunday, man. Beautiful Sunday. But we here, man. We're going to have ourselves a great time. We're going to have a live watch party at my cousin's house for WrestleMania. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy time, Kobe. There's no way we got 88 people in the chat, and we only got 36 likes. That goes crazy to me. That goes crazy to me, man. But we got a fourth quarter coming up. It's going to be a great game. Will Caitlin Clark and the Iowa Hawkeyes make this comeback, or will South Carolina keep the foot on the neck in this fourth quarter? That's the question. That's the question. Tyler, what's going on, Tyler? The 1986 Texas Longhorns 34-0. My 1998 Lady Volunteers 39-0. 40-0 for the 12. Look at all the years they were undefeated. 95, 02, 09, 2010, 2014, and 2016 for the UConn Huskies. The UConn Huskies was just a dominant team, man. Yes, I will be streaming WrestleMania night too. Yes, I will be.
How do you describe the composure?
Yes, I will be. I will be doing that, man.
And seizing it. I mean, it's all the impact of what their teammates have given them. They're pouring energy into them all season long, knowing that they're pretty talented, knowing that there's a possibility that they'll share time with them. So this team is pretty special in that they want what's best for each individual on the team, and that's rare. 10 minutes to cap off a perfect season. What will be the most important focus down the stretch? I mean, the most important thing is to continue to be disciplined defensively, continue to contest shots. I think we're doing a great job at executing our defensive schemes on them. Are we going to be perfect at it? No, it's a really good Iowa team. But if we can decrease the amount of shots that they get that are uncontested, increases our chances of winning. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Alex.
Dawn Staley back at it again, man. Philadelphia native.
Cutting ceremony brought to you by Werner Ladder. That's coming up after the game on ESPN.
Heard Dawn Staley talking about her freshman. Mylasia Full-Wiley has 4 assists in the game, delivers it on the money to the...
What's going on, Jeffrey? Jeffrey, what's up, man? What's going on, my guy? All right, so here we go. Start of the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. And here we go. Here goes Stuelke. Stuelke is going to have it here, gives it off to Martin. Martin drives with the left, goes up, looks out, kicks it back out to Gabbie Marshall. Gabbie Marshall gets it out to Clark. Clark is going to have it here, and she's going to get the pick for Stuelke. Clark's going to look, and she's going to give up the pick and roll to Stuelke in the layup, and she will get fouled, and they'll be 2 at the line for Stuelke. I'm doing very good today. I'm doing good too, man. I'm doing very great. Very, very great. So Stuelke will go to the line for 2 here. And here is Stuelke at 11 points, and she's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And here goes the first foul shot, and that one is no good for Iowa.
Certainly thought that they've been able to shoot a higher percentage, come back, set their D, try to deny Clark.
Stuelke shot it much better from the line of late, but misses both.
And she missed both free throws there, and it would have been out of bounds, but no, but Cardoso was able to keep it in. Here comes South Carolina. South Carolina is going to bring it up here at the top of the key. 9:29 left in this fourth quarter, and here goes Johnson. Johnson get off to Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson's going to drive on the right, mid-range jump shot. And the shot is good for Tessa Johnson, and that'll be 17 points for her. That makes it 70-59, 7 of 10 from the field for the freshman. Here goes Iowa. Iowa's on the right wing here, and here goes Martin. Kate Martin going to have it, give it up to Caitlin Clark. Clark is going to have it, and here goes the pick for Stuelke. Pick's going to have it here. Going to look, gets the mid-range jump shot. Shot is good for Caitlin Clark.
Up to 26.
Thank you, Michael. I appreciate it. Here goes Fawale, and Fawale with the layup, and that is good. Malaysia Fawale, 9 points off the bench. Here goes Clark. Clark is going to have it here. Going to drive over to the basket, and it's going to be a foul on Johnson, number 25.
That will be her second.
And that's her second foul here with 8:41 left. 71-62. Right now, Caitlin Clark, 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Tessa Johnson, 17 points, 3 of 5 from the three-point line.
And South Carolina went to its bench.
And South Carolina goes to this bench here, and here goes Caitlin Clark. Clark is going to have it at the top of the key. And gives it off to Stuelke. Stuelke is going to have it here. He's going to drop to the basket on Cardoso. Goes up, gives it back to Marshall. And it's going to be a kick ball. And it's the Iowa's ball with 20 seconds left on the shot clock.
Quarter, and South Carolina an 11-point lead.
Is Dawn Staley a button pusher or a string puller?
She does both.
If Dawn Staley is a button pusher. And here goes Marshall. Marshall's going to have it pump face. Give it up to Martin. Martin goes for the three, and that is no good. That's going to be rebounded. And here comes Chloe Pitts with the rebound. Here comes South Carolina. They're going to push it up. Here goes Fawale. Fawale's going to have it on the right wing. She's going to drop to the basket, gets it off to Pitts. Pitts goes up, gets the layup, and the layup is no good, but Cardoso with the layup, and she gets it up, and that's good for Kamilla Cardoso.
It's a 13-point.
13 points and 12 rebounds for Kamilla Cardoso, 13-point lead. Good pass from Caitlin Clark to Kate Martin, and Kate Martin will get fouled, and that will be 2 at the line for Kate Martin.
The overwhelming size inside by South Carolina.
Thank you, Kobe. Thank you so much, man.
Kids misses, Cardoso right there, reaches up. What are you going to do with that? She's been playing with a different ferocity as well in the last couple of weeks in terms of her demanding the basketball offensively and getting to the glass as well.
Holly?
And the first foul shot for Kate Martin is no good.
It's not all sunshine and roses. There was a hard point in this season when she had to teach the freshman accountability, in particular Malaysia Wiley. She didn't play in a game.
And the second foul shot is good, so 62-74. And here comes Johnson. Johnson is going to bring it up here.
She's been one of the best defensive players on the team. She said, I never want to feel that way again.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that, man. And they're going to give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso's going to have it. Goes up, gets the layup. Layup is missed, but Chloe Pitts with the rebound, and that is good. Second chance points has been the big thing in this fourth quarter so far for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Here comes Clark. Clark is going to have it. Drive all the way to the basket. Kicks it out. Give it to Affolter. Affolter go with the mid-range shot. Shot is no good, and she'll be fouled. And that'll be fouled by Fawale.
And Dawn said the relationship she has, not just with the players, but with the significant people in their lives. So that is truly the thing she's most proud of with all that she's accomplished in this game.
In the game that Holly referring to, the North Carolina game earlier in the year where Wiley only played 3 minutes.
All right, so we have Affolter go to the line for 2 here. And here goes the first foul shot, and that is good for Sydney Affolter.
You put a player, it could have cost them a game having her on the bench, but the lessons are that important to teach young players.
It was second foul shot. Second foul shot is good. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. 7:31 left in this fourth quarter. And here comes South Carolina with 76-64 lead so far. And they're going to give it off to Watkins. Watkins is going to look. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson's going to have it here. She's going to drive with her light. Goes up with the floater. The floater's no good. It's going to be a rebound by Caitlin Clark. Clark is going to push it all the way up. And what a good deflection there by Fawale.
They're able to knock it out of bounds.
The difference between this game and those previous few games you mentioned, as you see this, like against most guard defenders, that's getting through.
That Asia Fawale with the deflection there that stops the transition offense. Here goes the inbound. Give it off to Marshall. Marshall's going to give it off to Affolter. Affolter's going to give it off to Clark. Clark's going to look. Puts it between her legs. She's going to cross. Goes for the shot. And the shot is good by Caitlin Clark. That's a big 3 for Iowa there. Here goes Fawale. Fawale gets blocked, and that's going to be a turnover. And here goes Clark. Clark's going to come down, pulls for another 3, and the 3 is no good, and that's going to be rebounded for another 3 for Iowa, and another 3 is good. Now it's a 6-point game for South Carolina. 8-0 run in the last minute for Iowa. Here goes Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson gives it off to Hall. Hall's going to have it here. Hall give it off to Pitts. Pitts is going to have it at the top of the key. Give it off to Fawale. Fawale gives it off to Hall. Hall pump fakes. She goes for the mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good. A rebound for Iowa. Iowa's going to come down, and they're going to get the ball deflected, and it's going to be stolen by South Carolina.
And not a wise play there from Sydney Affolter.
And here comes Fawali. Fawali's going to have it for South Carolina. Give it off to Watkins. Watkins give it off to Tessa Johnson. Tessa Johnson goes. And she gets it. She gets fouled. And that'll be 2 at the line.
They both were there, and Tessa Johnson will go to the line.
This foul is not called on Caitlin Clark on the block, but it's Kate Martin right there.
Yeah, the foul's on Kate Martin. The foul was not on Caitlin Clark. The foul was on Kate Martin.
But Martin hit the arm of Johnson.
And the first foul shot is good for Tessa Johnson. That would make it 18 points for her.
Carolina 3 for 8 from the line now today.
Career high for Tessa Johnson. And the second foul shot is good. 19 points for Tessa Johnson here. Now it's back to an 8-point game. 36 bench points for South Carolina, 0 for Iowa.
South Carolina.
That is a big number. That is a big stat in this game so far. 5:55 left. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to go. Mid-range jump shot. Shot's no good. Hits the front of the rim. Rebounded by Watkins. And here comes Pow Pow. Pow Pow is back in the game for South Carolina. Give it off to Watkins. Watkins give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to have it here. She's going to try to drive. Goes up. Mid-range jump shot. Give it off to Watkins. Watkins goes up. Kicks it back out to Hall. Hall's going to have it here with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso's going to look. Kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson pulls for the 3. And the 3 is no good, but a rebound by Cardoso goes up, and she's going to get fouled. And she called a traveling foul. Wow, I don't know about that. What's going on, Freddie Bisley? Do you think Connecticut will go back-to-back national championship for men? I think so. I think so. We got 100 people watching in here. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And here goes Iowa. Iowa's going to have it here. And here comes Martin. Martin's going to drive with the right. Gives it off to 44. It's going to be deflected out. It's going to be Iowa's ball out of bounds. 5:11 left.
And it stays with Iowa. Let's see. I'm not sure there's a travel there.
That's not a travel. That should have been a jump ball. That wasn't a travel.
Which the possession arrow belongs with South Carolina, so it would have been their basketball.
All right, so Iowa, here goes Caitlin Clark with the inbound. Go with Caitlin Martin, and that layup is good. Now it's a 6-point game. 6-point game, ladies and gentlemen, and here comes Kate Martin with 16 points, 5 of 12 from the field. Here goes Johnson. Johnson's going to call it. She'll call the offense here. They got to move around. They got to do something. Here goes Johnson. Johnson's going to hand it off to Hall. Hall's going to have it here. Hall going to give it back to Johnson. Johnson's going to have it. And here goes the pick. Johnson with the mid-range jump shot. That shot is no good. And it's a rebound. And a foul's going to be called on Kate Martin. And that's going to be her third. All right, we got a television timeout here. We got a television timeout here. Let's go. Let's see what's going on, Lake Hill, Hellyfield. What's going on? What's going on? Let me see these likes, man. Let me see these likes. We are live in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Shout out to all subscribers that have subscribed to the YouTube page. And this is your first time ever being on our YouTube page. We highly suggest that you subscribe, hit the bell button, and get all the live play-by-play action right here on the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. One of the best play-by-play on YouTube, in my opinion. It's crazy that we have 108 people in the chat with only 46 likes. Let's get that up, y'all. Bro, you're good at announcing this shit, LOL. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. This is how I do my play-by-play every single time I'm at. If it's baseball, basketball, football, I do this. But shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all for coming in and viewing my channel and viewing the way I do the play-by-play. Dude got talent. Thank you. Just like my God. Thank you so much, GLMV. Thank you, GLMV. I appreciate it. We are 5 subscribers away from 3.13. 5 subscribers away from 3.13. Let's get to that goal for today, y'all. Let's get to that goal for today. We're going to be live for WrestleMania as well tonight. I will be doing a watch party for WrestleMania. If y'all do like wrestling, make sure y'all come in for night 2 of WrestleMania as well. Yeah, this guy does got talent, whoever he is. Rodney, you know who I am, man. Rodney, you know exactly who I am, brother. You know who I am. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. But I do this with NBA games. I do this with football games. I do it with everything, man. So shout out to the 101 that's in the chat, man. Let's get these likes up. Let's get them up there, man. There's been a good game so far between Iowa and South Carolina. It's like they punch it back and forth. They are punching back and forth. A lot of fouls being called, travels being called, but it's good. My Pirates are up 8-2, and I'm riding high. Are you on Pittsburgh after Phillies? Oh, no, you can't say that, brother. You can't say that in my chat, Rodney. I should put you on timeout. I should put you on timeout, my guy. Oh, I should put you on timeout. But so far in this quarter, we have a 13. Well, right now, Iowa has scored 13 points in the fourth quarter, and so has South Carolina. Watch me say it. You know what? Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. But we are good, though. We are at a TV timeout right now. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Darion Hopkins Sports Show. The NCAA National Championship game. Iowa with Caitlin Clark and South Carolina Gamecocks with everybody. What's going on, G Madness? Last season, 36-1 record. Lost to Iowa in the Final Four last year. 5 players selected in the WNBA draft for South Carolina. 5 players selected. 37-0 this season. Undefeated champions was UConn. 2016 was the last time that it happened. Iowa's going to pull it out. Is Clark's year? You think so? Hey, we'll see. We got 4 minutes and 39 seconds to determine that, bro. 4 minutes and 39 seconds to determine that.
Really good. And all of them said that opening game in Paris is when they understood, oh no, we could be special again.
All right, so here we go. Here comes the inbound play from Johnson for South Carolina. Watkins comes in motion, and they're going to give it out to Cardoso. Cardoso's going to have it here, give it off to Hall. Hall's on the left wing, gets the pick from Cardoso, goes up mid-range jump shot. Shot is good by Hall for South Carolina. 72-80, 4:28 left in this fourth quarter. Here comes Clark. Clark is going to have it here. She's going to try to drive it to the right. Goes up. She tries to back down, and she gets the pass out. And it's going to be almost a backcourt violation, and they get the ball, but here comes Affolter. Folter's going to have it go with the floater, the foul, and one. That could have been disaster just now, but it's not. Arso, foul and one for Affolter. She'll go to the line for one.
To get that basketball before it crossed the line or touched the line. Saves it to a fall.
I don't know where the foul was at, but hey, they called it. I don't know where the foul was at. But here goes a three-point play, and Affolter makes it. Now it's 75-80. Is a 5-point game for South Carolina. 5-point game. And here comes South Carolina. Gives it off to Cardoso, Pow. Pow is going to have it here. And she's going to look, and she's going to give it off to Watkins. Watkins kick it out to Johnson. Johnson for the three. Three is no good. Rebounded by Caitlin Clark. And here comes Iowa. Iowa's going to have it here. Raven Johnson has not done well so far in this game. If I am South Carolina, I'll be bringing Tessa Johnson back in the game. Here goes Clark. Clark gets it out. Give it to Marshall. Marshall's going to have it here. Give it off to Kate Martin. Kate Martin is going to have it. She's going to drive with her right. Try to go up against Cardoso. Go with the fadeaway jump shot, and that's going to be a travel, and that's going to be a turnover by Iowa, and it will be South Carolina's ball with 3:31 left in this fourth quarter. Oh, what happened to the TV? I'm about to say, what happened to the TV? Well, here we go. Raven Johnson. South Carolina has 11 turnovers. Huh? Okay. All right, so here we go. And here goes Johnson. Johnson is going to have it here. And Johnson going to hand it off to Pow. Pow is going to have it. She's going to drive with her right. With her left. She's going to go up. And she'll go with the left, but she will be fouled. And she will get 2 at the line.
2 on the shot clock. Tahina Pow, creating an opportunity.
Interesting to note that Addison O'Grady has gotten considerable minutes here in this fourth quarter. A little bit more size and strength against Cardoso.
Clearly a foul on Affolter, who grabs the wrist.
Nice step through by Tahina Pow.
Rebecca, you talked about it. Tahina Pow chatted with us in Paris, said last year watching the semifinal game against Iowa, looked at South Carolina's
All right, so 5-point game. And here comes South Carolina. Powell's at the line, and here goes the 1-and-1 foul shot, and that one is good.
To transfer to South Carolina. She said, I was thinking that could be me out there.
Oh, my bad. It's definitely Tina Powell. She has 12 points today so far, so technically it's a 6-point game and not a 5-point game. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to get the pick. She lost the basketball, but gives it off to Martin. Martin gives it off to 44 with the layup, and a block by Kamilla Cardoso. Here comes Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson has with 2:49 left in here. 2:49 left.
Cardoso, 13 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks.
And here comes Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson has it. Going to cross. She's going to look. Mid-range jump shot. Shot is no good, but it's rebounded by Cardoso. She gets it, and that is good. 83-75 with 2:26 left. Here goes Kamilla Cardoso. Casey Clark for the 3. 3 is no good. Rebounded by South Carolina, and South Carolina are 2 minutes and 19 seconds from winning the national title.
Don Staley telling Johnson, settle in, understanding time and score and the advantage she has.
And here goes Raven Johnson. Raven Johnson's going to have it here.
Fouled by Clark.
And the foul's going to be by Caitlin Clark.
Had one to give.
And Iowa had a foul to give there. But what a block by Kamilla Cardoso on the other side. And she went on and got it. She got the rebound and she went up and got it and get the putback.
Finishing off balance. What a day she has had.
Kamilla Cardoso, 15 points and 15 rebounds, and 7 of those of offensive.
During this tournament, felt like
And they're going to give it off to Powell. Powell's going to have it. They're going to run the clock down to as much as they can with 1:56 left. Give it off to Cardoso. Cardoso give it off to Powell. Powell gets the pick for the 3, and the 3 is no good, but there's going to be a loose ball foul on the play.
as Iowa gets called for the foul. And South Carolina is going to go to the line. The Iowa fans perplexed at that whistle.
Kate Martin here, boxing out. It's the right hand hold. It's the right hand hold.
Oh, it's the right hand hold. Yeah, that's the hook. Right there. That is a loose ball foul. You can't hook her like that. The shade room is going to be in shambles if Caitlin Clark pulls this off. They're going to be in, I think everybody be in shambles if they pull this off. Everybody would be in shambles. Because if South Carolina allowed them to come back with 1 minute and 47 seconds left, that goes crazy. That goes crazy. But shout out to the 135 in the chat. We really appreciate y'all. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We need one more subscriber to hit the goal, and the foul shot is missed by Watkins.
Time for Iowa, down 8, 1:47 to go.
1:47 left.
UConn game at the end. Boxing out on the free throw is important.
Especially when
Second foul shot. That one is good.
second.
All right, so here we go. 147, 84-75. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to try to drive to the basket. Gets the layup. Layup is no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Tessa Johnson, the freshman. And here comes South Carolina with 1:36 left in this game.
South Carolina faithful can start to sense it. Iowa has to.
And Iowa has to foul if they want to get back in this game. And here goes Raven Johnson. She gets fouled by Caitlin Clark.
Johnson.
1:26 left.
You know, Caitlin Clark was asked yesterday, Rebecca, about her legacy.
And the first foul shot from Raven Johnson is no good. You do not want this team, this Iowa team, to hang around if you're South Carolina. You do not want this team to hang around. 85-75. It is a 10-point game with 1:25 left.
Young boys and girls that were inspired.
And here comes Martin. Martin's going to drive over to the basket, goes up, and she will miss the layup, and it will be a rebound by Kamilla Cardoso. And Raven Johnson will look like they're trying to foul here. They're trying to get it away, and here goes Pow. Pow is going to have it with 1:07 left, and she'll be fouled.
Pow goes to the line.
But they allow South Carolina to burn about 15 seconds.
Thanks. I'm in Germany, and this is my only updates. Listen, just come on through and have yourself a good time. Subscribe to the channel. Notable records for Caitlin Clark this season. Division I career points by Pete Maravich. Women's Division I single season points by Kelsey Plum. Women's D1 career three-pointers by Taylor Robinson. And D1 single season three-point shots here that she all broke by Caitlin Clark this year.
A talked about this being a get-back game.
87-75. 105. Here goes Clark. Clark's going to look. Go with the floater. Floater is missed. Rebounded by Cardoso, and here comes Raven Johnson. Johnson's going to get fouled here, and she's going to get Iowa's going to get the ball back, and like a timeout has been called by Iowa.
With 53.5 seconds remaining.
I'm in Nigeria. Thank you for this stream. No problem, no problem. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it, man. And a timeout has been called with 53.5 seconds left. The game ain't over into a zeros if you're South Carolina. The game ain't over into a zeros. You know what I'm saying?
Step of an unblemished season.
South Carolina team that's done in this championship game what they have done all season long. Their identity, shooting the ball efficiently, getting stops consistently on the defensive end, and then.
Sir, it's over. Listen, it ain't over into a double zeros. It ain't over into a double zeros.
7-0 advantage off the bench.
37 points off the bench for South Carolina, 0 for Iowa. That is a stat right there. When you don't get no bench points from your team, you're not going to win games like that.
A lot of minutes.
You can't win games when your team don't have no bench points.
In any spot at any time.
I rooted for Dawn as well. And here comes Stuelke. Stuelke give it to Clark. Clark loses it. Stolen by Raven Johnson. And they're going to hold 45 seconds left until they win the national championship. And South Carolina is going to get their get back. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They're going to hold for the last shot. And they're going to take the shot clock violation here with 20.2 seconds left. Tough loss for Caitlin Clark in Iowa. It's a tough loss for this Iowa team, man. It's a really, really tough loss.
The 4-1 last time. And Caitlin Clark says goodbye to college basketball.
It's a tough loss. Iowa did all they could. Iowa did all they could. It's a tough loss.
In a broad way of this game, in the history of the game.
When it comes to the history of the game, it's going to be tough. I ain't gonna lie, Caitlin Clark, she did what she was supposed to do when it comes to this college basketball.
Kamilla Cardoso checks out.
Kamilla Cardoso checks out, and that's going to be the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Clark finishes with 30 points.
10 seconds left on the shot clock. And South Carolina is going to come your national champions of women's college basketball again.
Perfection with a touch.
Perfection, 38-0. And Dawn Staley is crying. Listen, Dawn Staley is crying. Philadelphia native. Philadelphia native. Dawn Staley gets perfection. Philadelphia native. That's what I'm talking about. Man. 87-75. South Carolina is your 2024 national champions.
National championship. You see the tears in the eyes of Dawn Staley.
Tears in the eyes of Dawn Staley, the Philadelphia native. I am so proud of her. I am so proud of Dawn Staley. I am so proud of this team. I am so proud of Caitlin Clark and what she has done in this national championship, as she has done in college basketball in herself. The WNBA is going to be pleased with Caitlin Clark. They're going to be pleased. It's a tough loss for Iowa. A lot of those players on Iowa is going to go to the WNBA or go overseas. That's one thing I can say.
Number 22 Iowa jersey.
That number 22 Iowa jersey has to be retired at Iowa. But Chris Tripp said he's happy to see Iowa fall apart after those Angel Reese haters and the negative things they said about her in the media. Shout out to Dawn. That's a fact. Come on, Dawn. Come on, it. You did it, Dawn. You did it. North Philadelphia native. Come on, Dawn.
We serve an unbelievable God. We serve uncommon favor. Uncommon favor. Unbelievable. So
Come on, Dawn. I'm sorry. I love Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is a great player, but I'm sorry. I feel for Dawn. She's from my city. She's from my hood. I feel for her.
imprint of this group. I'm gonna tell
No, you good. You good.
Andy,
It's all right.
hell of a job on this scout. A hell of a job.
Third national championship for Dawn Staley, 2017, 2022, and 2024. But Dawn Staley gets her third national championship.
And they weren't going to be denied. So I'm so incredibly happy for our players.
But
It doesn't.
I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go get ready for WrestleMania. I'm going to go get picked up for a WrestleMania watch party. Make sure y'all are here for that. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. It's the Darion Hopkins Sports Show. Thanks to everybody that tuned in to this national championship. We really do appreciate y'all coming through for this. And I'm feeling happy for my North Philadelphia native, Dawn Staley, to win the South Carolina's national championship. Is a great coach. You gotta give props to her. Going undefeated. Undefeated after losing 5 starters last year. After losing 5 starters last year. And she got a chain that's called Top 10. She got a chain on that says Top 10. Dawn Staley is going to be going down to one of the greatest college basketball coaches of all time. She is. She is. It's a known fact. It's a known fact. But that is your final, ladies and gentlemen. That is your final. That is your final 87. 10th undefeated champion in D1 history. Shout out to Dawn Staley. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. We will be live for WrestleMania tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we will be live for the national championship for the men's on Monday night. So make sure y'all are here. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Darion Hopkins Show. We out of here.